I want you to make sure that 2022 is your best year of guitar yet. To help you get started on the right foot, on today's show I'll be sharing with you 5 guitar journey mantras that will ensure consistent progress, unparalleled fun, and maximum fulfillment on your guitar journey this year. Hey TAC family, Happy New Year to you and welcome to episode 220 of the Acoustic Tuesday Show. It's 2022, it's episode 220, that's a lot of twos, it's a lot of zeros, pretty darn cool. This show is designed to bring fun, focused progress, and inspiration to you and your guitar journey on a weekly basis. Today, you're going to get a chance to see a whole bunch of friendly TAC family member faces, and you're going to see which guitar lick the TAC family is working on today. And it's actually connected to the topic of next week's episode. It's pretty cool. You'll find out about it here in just a moment. Plus, your weekly dose of acoustic news you can use awaits, which includes an inlay bonanza, a mushroom guitar, and much, much more. But first, let me share with you 5 phrases to usher in your best year of guitar yet. This is such an exciting time because right now you have an entire year in front of you. It's brand new, it's fresh. It's like cracking open a new set of guitar strings. And I want this year to be your best year of guitar yet. I want you to have the most fun. I want you to have the most consistent progress you've ever experienced. I want you to have maximum fulfillment. So I've come up with 5 phrases to keep you on track, to keep your head in the game so that at the end of the year you can look back and say, I did it. I've come super far and I feel amazing about my guitar journey. So let's go ahead and dig in. Your guitar progress mantra number 1 is progress over perfection. Progress over perfection. All too often, we hold this ideal of perfection, and it causes way more problems than if we just focused on small, incremental progress. I actually took some notes as I was preparing for today's show, and I want to read you exactly what I wrote because it really struck me in the heart, and I think it'll strike you in the heart as well, in the safest possible way. Here's what I wrote. Striving for perfection is mentally and emotionally exhausting, leaving you feeling less than. Striving for progress is invigorating, fulfilling, and life-giving. Striving for progress helps you feel accomplished, confident, and validates each and every playing session, no matter how long or how short. Yes, indeed, mantra number 1, progress over perfection. If you adopt this, I guarantee you 2022 will be quite fruitful for your guitar journey. Okay, guitar progress mantra number 2, find the win. Find the win. Here's the deal. You're your own worst critic. And that's a saying for a reason because it's true. If you look at your playing sessions, you can always find negatives. If you look at your performances, if you look at something new that you're working on, you can always find something negative. In fact, I feel like our brains are kind of already programmed to find the negative things. Try your best to flip that on its head and always look for the positive. Even if you've had the worst playing session ever where you feel like nothing's clicking, you can always find the positive. And you might be sitting there thinking, if nothing's clicking, what's positive about that? What's positive about that is that you showed up to play guitar. That's huge. That's a small win worth celebrating. We have to find those wins. We have to find those small wins and celebrate them because good vibes promote good habits. Your guitar routine is a good habit. And if you feel those good vibes, you're going to keep sinking into that guitar routine and feeling the effects of that regular and consistent guitar routine. Yes, mantra number 2 is find the win. Guitar progress mantra number 3 is consistency is key. Yes, consistency is key. The key to your progress is consistency. And I found this quote from Marie Forleo. I butchered her name. Marie Forleo. I'm going to go with it. I know I said it wrong, and I'm sorry, Marie, if that is the case. I found this quote that really defines consistency and the ramifications it has on really anything you do. But remember, I want you to look at this through the lens of guitar. Here's the quote. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. Now, when I talk about success, it's however you define it. If you've just started guitar, maybe getting a few chords under your belt is success to you. Again, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. And our measure of consistency is a regular guitar routine. That doesn't mean hours a day, every single day. It means a guitar routine that works for you, something that you can maintain consistency with, something that you can maintain a consistent rhythm. If that's 2 days a week for 10 minutes for each of those 2 days, fine. If that works for you, stay consistent with that. If that's 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week for you, awesome. If that's 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week with some bonus time on the weekend, awesome. Make your routine work for you, but make sure to be consistent because remember that mantra, consistency is key. Okay, guitar progress mantra number 4 is 10 minutes is better than no minutes. 10 minutes is better than no minutes. And I just have a really quick statement that I want to add to this because as I was writing again, I was just taking notes, trying to get my thoughts together, and I thought, what's a great way to underscore how powerful 10 minutes is? Because all so often I hear 10 minutes will never make me a guitar player. I've said that on the show before, and that's the first question I get from many guitar players when I say, you just have to play 10 minutes a day. The first retort, if that's the proper use of that word, is 10 minutes will never make me a better guitar player. That's false because of what I'm about to say. 10 minutes played is better than 1 hour planned. Hear it again. 10 minutes played is better than 1 hour planned. How often do you plan for an hour's worth of guitar playing? You get on through your day and you realize, you know what? I'm not going to get that hour of playing in, and you bag it all together. You went from an hour of planned guitar time to 0 guitar time. I would much rather you sit down and play for 10 minutes and have that 10 minutes turn into an hour than to not play for an hour at all. Or conversely, sit down to play for 10 minutes, and at the end of those 10 minutes say, you know what? I got my guitar time in. I'm good. If I want to play more, I can. If I can't play more, I simply won't, but I'll still feel good about the time that I played. Yes, indeed, mantra number 4, 10 minutes is better than no minutes. And on to the final guitar progress mantra, and that is this. This is one for the long haul. Actually, all of these are for the long haul, and I wanted to make it short and sweet so that you can just pick one of these and remind yourself of it throughout the year. We all go through ebbs and flows on our guitar journey, and chances are one of these mantras is going to hit you right in the spot where you need to be hit. Hit in the heart. You know, not an aggressive hit. You know what I mean. Okay, guitar progress mantra number 5 is stay the course. Guitar progress mantra number 5 is stay the course. It's okay to recalibrate periodically. In fact, I encourage you to recalibrate. You know, part of having a guitar routine is allowing it to bend and flex with the curveballs and overall weird situations and detours that life throws at you. Just because on January 1, you say that you're gonna play for 3 days a week, 10 minutes each of those 3 days, if you go 2 weeks without playing at all, that doesn't mean you're bad. That doesn't mean you're bad at a guitar routine. That doesn't mean that you failed at your guitar routine. It quite simply means that you might have to adjust. It's okay. Staying the course doesn't mean black and white thinking of, I committed to this guitar routine and I'm not doing it, therefore I failed, so I'm gonna put the guitar away forever. I don't want you to put the guitar away at all this year. If you find that the guitar routine that you thought would work for you at the beginning of the year is not working for you, you can still stay the course, but go ahead and adjust it. What I mean by staying the course is that I still want you to keep a guitar routine, but please bend and flex that guitar routine so that you can stay the course. You can stay the course of fun with your guitar. You can stay the course of consistent progress with the guitar. You can stay the course of maximum fulfillment for you and whatever your definition of guitar success is. So yes, indeed, that's guitar progress mantra number 5, stay the course. Life is gonna throw you curveballs, that's inevitable, but do your best to stay the course and adjust your guitar routine accordingly. For whatever reason, 2022 has my voice cracking. I don't know if I'm going through another round of growing up or what the deal is, but maybe it's just because I've been talking for a while. Anyways, I do have a question for you. Sorry to get a little rambly there. I do have a question for you. Which of these 5 mantras will you be paying special attention to in 2022? I thought these were the 5 most important things that, well, a younger Tony would have needed to hear, which is exactly why I'm sharing it on the show today. So which of these 5 mantras really hit you where you needed to be hit? You know, again, in the heart, not an aggressive punch. Or conversely, which of these mantras have you had a hard time with in the past? Maybe you've gotten into trouble in one of these areas and you think to yourself, gosh, if I would have just reminded myself of one of these mantras, it would have helped me through a rough patch in my guitar routine. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Again, which of these mantras will you be paying special attention to in 2022? And which one maybe did you need in the past that now you're happy that you have? Let me know in the comments below. Let's go ahead and play some guitar, shall we? Yes, indeed. Let's take a sneak peek and see which guitar lick the TAC family is working on this week. They're working on a lick entitled Synchronized Success. It's a flat picking lick in the key of C. And remember at the beginning of the show when I said it connects to next week's episode? Well, I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag a little early today. Next week's episode, we're going to be looking at the guitar style of Doc Watson. So this lick is a bit of a primer for what you'll be learning next week on the Acoustic Tuesday show. See, within Tony's Acoustic Challenge, the guitar routine is composed of cycling through the 5 essential categories of guitar improvement. On Monday, we do a technique challenge. Tuesdays is a guitar lick challenge. Wednesdays, an improvisation challenge. Thursdays, a rhythm guitar challenge. And Fridays, a chord transition challenge. Today is Tuesday. On Tuesdays, we work on a guitar lick, and here is what the TAC fam is working on today. Your Tuesday TAC Guitar Lick Challenge for today is entitled Synchronized Success. And the whole theme within Tony's Acoustic Challenge this week is accessing things from chord shapes. Now, you might not be clear what that means, or you may have never tried that before, but let me go ahead and show you what you're about to learn today, and I think you'll see what I mean rather quickly. Here's how it sounds. This is an awesome lick in the key of C, and as you just saw, I'm literally playing out of a C chord position. It's beautiful that you can access all of those notes from that position. Now you might be thinking, cool, I get it, but how do I actually use this in a song? Let me show you a couple different ways, but first, for those of you wanting to learn this note for note, TAC family, all you have to do is go ahead and log in. This is your challenge today. Go ahead and click Start Challenge. You'll go right to the teaching video, and then once you get it under your fingers, you can move along to the play along video. Pick a speed that's comfortable for you, and don't forget to click that tab icon in the lower right-hand corner. That'll allow you to pull up the tab right alongside the video, and you can kind of have this wonderful, well, learning experience. So let's dig into how to actually use this lick. And first and foremost, I want to actually show you an alternate way to play this. We're just going to look at the first part of the lick. It's an ascending C scale. It's an ascending C scale, and you can literally hold down a C chord and access all of these notes. Check this out. I'm going to play this slow, so maybe you can pick this up right now. It's a pretty great little, I guess you can call it a trick, where you are playing the chord and you have the scale directly under your fingers. That's why I think C is such a popular key to play things in, and you see people use a capo in conjunction with C chord shapes a lot because you can access so much melody just from playing, just from literally holding the chord down. Okay, so how do you actually use this lick specifically? Well, let's go ahead and again look at that first part, because you can just use the first chunk of it to transition to an F chord from a C chord. Check this out. If I'm strumming a C chord, I can move from it to an F by using this little run of notes. Here's how that would sound. So there you see just the first hunk of this lick. Hunk, it's kind of a hunky lick. You can see the first chunk of this lick actually using it as a transition from a C chord to an F chord in a really cool linear, kind of scalar way. Scalar. I'm not exactly sure the proper word there, but you get the idea. Now, this lick in its entirety is a great way to end a song, or kind of, I guess, end a line of a song. Let's say you're singing, the song ends on a C chord, or rather the verse ends on a C chord. You want to throw something in to kind of separate the last line you sung from the next line you're about to sing, or the next line you're about to play. Here's how that would sound. What I'm going to do is strum a C chord, and then I'm going to go ahead, play the lick, come back to strumming a C chord. So you can see how this could be used as a fill of sorts. Here's how that would sound. The way that this lick ends brings you nicely back to the C chord, which makes it such a useful lick. You know, a lot of times when you're in between lines or you're playing a song, it's a question of, gosh, you know, am I just gonna stay strumming on the C chord? That's kind of flat, it's kind of one-dimensional. This brings some dimension into your general rhythm guitar playing. You're just adding a nice little fill lick that, well, gives it a little spice, gives it a little pickup, a little pep, if you will. One more thing before we get back to the show, and that is, you know, as you're sitting down and playing the guitar, chances are when you're trying something new, it's going to feel uncomfortable. And chances are the tendency when you feel that discomfort is going to be, your tendency is going to be to lean on the things that you know how to play already. Lean on the things that sound good to you that are pretty easily under your fingers. I want you to fight that feeling. Because when you feel that feeling of discomfort, when you feel uncomfortable learning something new, that means you're truly breaking new ground in your guitar journey. And that's something that is fantastic. That means you're growing. That means you're pushing your boundaries of comfort so that you become a better player. So when you start to feel that discomfort creep in, that should be a signal that you're actually on the right path to learning something new. And try and sit in that discomfort for at least 10 minutes. Once you get through that 10-minute window, then you could say, okay, I got to go play that other thing to kind of cleanse the palate, if you will. Give it a try next time you sit down and try and learn something new. I thought it was so cool that last week on the show, we got to see and hear from so many new TAC family members. And I thought to myself, that was a great way to end the year. We should probably ring in the new year with something similar. See, there's been a whole slew of new TAC family members, and I could not fit them all in one single episode. I might not be able to fit them all in 2 episodes, but I wanted to give you another dose of solid Guitar Geek juju, so let's hear from some very new TAC family members who are kicking off their guitar routine right.
Hi, TAC family. I'm Carrie from Messina, New York, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hi, I'm John from Arnside in England, and I've just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hey, TAC family. I'm Diane from Aspen, Colorado, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hey, TAC family. This is Robert from Greensboro, North Carolina, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hey, TAC family. It's Mike from Frankfort, Illinois, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hey, TAC family, I'm Selena from Ottawa, Canada, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hey, TAC family, my name is Dennis from Oscoda, Michigan, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hey, TAC family, I'm Melly Mae from Waimama, Florida, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hi, TAC family, I'm Keith from Scotland, and I just joined Tony's Acoustic Challenge.
Hi there, TAC family. Bruno from Bournemouth, UK. Just joined the Tony's Acoustic Challenge. Happy to be here and very happy to play guitar. Let's do it.
It just gives you the warm fuzzies, doesn't it? I love seeing and hearing from so many guitar geeks and so many TAC family members because it's a great reminder that we're all in this together. Guitar geeks, arm in arm. Yes, we're on our own unique guitar journeys, but we're all here together to cheer one another on, to help each other celebrate those small wins, to get excited when someone finds a guitar routine that works for them and their unique life situation. It's just so cool, and I just want to say, well, hi back to all those new TAC family members and welcome to the family. I was just turning off lights for the show, and I realized I forgot to tell you that tomorrow is the very first Tony's Acoustic Challenge live 90-day progress party for 2022. Yes, tomorrow, January 5th at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, I want you to join me, TAC family, in the very first Tony's Acoustic Challenge live 90-day progress party. I do hope to see you there. Okay, a lot of talk about Guitar Geeks. Right now, I want to head to Middleton, Idaho. Yes, Montana's neighbor to the west. And we're going to visit Steve Moger? Steve Moger? I'm going to go with Moger. That's what my gut says is correct. Steve Moger from Middleton, Idaho. He's got a Guitarsenal that he wants to share with us. Here's what he has in his Guitarsenal. From the left, a Martin Custom Shop, a Breedlove Jeff Bridges Signature Concert Series, a Martin SC13E, an Epiphone Joe Pass Emperor II, which was a gift from his employer of 40 years on his retirement day, a Fender Player Series Stratocaster. The guitar in the display case on his left is a Gretsch 5420T that was signed by his friends as a retirement gift. What an awesome Guitarsenal, Steve. Thank you so much for sharing. And I have to say, how cool. You got that, just two awesome retirement gifts. I mean, I think that's incredible, and I really appreciate you sharing that Guitarsenal with all of us. Special note, you know, a couple episodes back, we talked about sustainability and different companies with some sustainable efforts, you know, helping to make sure that Tonewoods would still be available for future generations of Guitar Geeks, and there was a lot of love being thrown Breedlove's way. Pun intended. Unintentional pun intended. Anyways, I wanted to mention that because I think Breedlove has some wonderful sustainable initiatives going on, and Steve, your Guitarsenal reminded me of that. Very cool full circle moment. Now you might be sitting there thinking, gosh, I sure would love to get featured on the Acoustic Tuesday show in 2022. It's a fresh year. Now's my year to get featured. Well, I want you to get featured on the Acoustic Tuesday show, and it's pretty darn easy. Here's my lovely, witty assistant to tell you how. I want to propose to you a win-win-win scenario. I want to feature you on the Acoustic Tuesday show. Yes, I want to feature you and your Guitarsenal, or you and your Acoustic Tuesday merchandise. Step number one, go to tonypolicastro.com/shop. Once you're there, pick out your favorite Guitarsenal shirt, your favorite Acoustic Tuesday merchandise, get it shipped directly to your door. Step number two, once your merchandise arrives, go ahead and put it on and take a picture of yourself, either just wearing Acoustic Tuesday merchandise, or if you have a Guitarsenal shirt, take a picture in front of all of your guitars. And then once you're done with that, step number three is to upload your picture at tonypolicastro.com/shop. There's a link right on that page. Click it, you can upload your photo, and boom, you'll be featured in the Acoustic Tuesday show. Win number one, you get featured in the Acoustic Tuesday show. Win number two, you get some cool, snazzy Guitar Geek merchandise. Win number three, the biggest win of them all proceeds from the tonypolicastro.com/shop are being donated to Guitars for Vets. You get featured in the show, you get cool new shirts, cool new merchandise, and you help out Guitars for Vets. Win, win, win. Okay, back to the show. Ah, yes, it's time for your first weekly dose of acoustic news you can use for 2022. Let's go ahead and dig in. You know, in the past, when somebody called you all thumbs, it was a little bit of a dig. It was an insult. But I found a video that proves that it might not be as big of an insult as you initially thought. That was Thumbs Carlisle, filmed on the Ozark Jubilee, March 17th, 1956. As soon as I saw that, I thought, I have to share that with you. I know it's electric guitar, but I have to share that with you because I just couldn't believe that was happening. The accuracy, the tone with the thumb, pretty darn cool. The next news story I have for you is guitars being grown out of mushrooms, mushrooms being grown into guitars. I don't know the exact phrase because I've never seen anything like this in my life. Yes, luthier, I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly, Atelier Rosenkrantz is growing mushrooms into guitars, growing guitars into mushrooms. She's making guitars out of mushrooms. And the process is fascinating. I've followed her on Instagram for some bit now, and you're seeing pictures and some video here. And I have to tell you, beyond mind-blowing. The fact that this was even a concept is amazing to me, but to see it being carried out, quite simply mind-blowing. She says in one of her posts, been busy growing guitars from mushrooms. The Mycocaster series is in full production. Patent filed. That is beyond cool. Mushroom guitars. Who would have thought? I mean, pretty darn amazing. Next up on my list is a post from Mule Resonator Guitars that was reposted from Jason Momoa. Now, Jason Momoa is a guitar geek through and through, from what I understand. I don't know him. I'd love to hang out with him. Seems like a really cool cat, and he's got fine taste for guitars. He's got his Dirty Pink Mule, and he's playing with, I gotta make sure I get the name correct here, Nat Myers. And they're playing some Sun House, and it's just, to me, this is the embodiment of the magic of music. You got family running around, you've got two cats playing guitars, just feeling it, having fun. Here's a quick clip.
I got down real close and I looking no face. Oh, my baby, no more to look up the judgment day. I got down real close, I look in my baby face. It was my baby, no more. Well, I can tell the people.
Pure magic, right? Just pure magic. I mean, if that's going on a front porch anywhere, I don't care who it is, you're gonna stop, your head's gonna turn, you're gonna tap your foot, and you're gonna think, the world is a good place with music in it. Okay, let's move on to my next piece of news for you, and it's a bit of an inlay bonanza. I've got two guitars that caught my eye purely because of the inlay. The first one comes from Driftwood Guitars. This was posted on their Instagram, and it blew my mind. I thought this was really cool because I just finished watching the Beatles Get Back documentary. Pretty amazing. If you haven't seen it and you've got about 9 hours to spend on a really cool documentary, I would suggest sitting down and watching this one. It's pretty darn cool. But anyways, the reason this guitar caught my attention is because I recently watched that documentary. Again, I found this on Driftwood Guitars Instagram, and it's a photo of an inlaid fingerboard that is just gorgeous. It's got John Lennon and Jimi Hendrix down around, the 12th fret. I would say probably 9th fret up through well beyond the 12th fret, but wow, I'm assuming the material is wood here with maybe some shell or reconstituted stone, and it's purely stunning. Wow, just wow. And speaking of purely stunning, I follow the North American Guitar on Instagram, and I strongly recommend you should as well. I strongly recommend you do as well. Whatever the proper grammar is. I guess grammar's not my thing today. Not this year. Maybe next year. No, that's I got to stay the course. I'll fix my grammar. Anyways, little callback. I found this post from the North American Guitar, and it's an absolutely gorgeous grit Laskin instrument. And it is inlaid with a dragon on the headstock. And you want to talk about material choice? You want to talk about capturing the beauty of a mythical, fantastical beast with inlay materials? This is it. It's been done. Grit Laskin has done it. This is a guitar that they actually have in stock. To the best of my knowledge, here's what the caption says. I have to read this because it's just really fun. We don't think you have to be a Targaryen to appreciate this dragon-laden Grit Laskin guitar. This 2004 custom 12-fret small model from the Inlay Master features a spruce top and Ziricote back and sides, providing a voice with an overtone-rich, complex bass balanced by clear mids and sparkling trebles. As with all Laskins, this one comes with a host of features like his beveled armrest, rib rest, cutaway, pre-installed LR Bags pickup, and of course, that exquisite inlay work. Sure to please any fantasy aficionado. And I just realized this. We talked about Jason Momoa. He was called Drogo in Game of Thrones. Targaryen is a Game of Thrones callback. Dragons? Khal Drogo? Game of Thrones? I don't know, cool connection. I didn't plan it, I just realized it as I was flipping through my phone, sharing the news with you. Okay, on that note, I think it's a great time to wrap up the Acoustic Tuesday show for today, but I do want to take a sneak peek into next week before I let you go. Next week, we'll be talking about Doc Watson. Yes, indeed, some lessons learned from one of the flat-picking greats. We'll be taking a look into Doc Watson's guitar style and his overall approach to the guitar. I'm super excited to dig into that, and remember, you can catch Acoustic Tuesday every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time right here on YouTube. Did I mention the Doc Watson episode was next week? Yeah, next week Tuesday. You can catch Acoustic Tuesday every Tuesday at 10 a.m. right here on YouTube. I'm a little backwards in 2022. Way too many twos. Episode 220, 2022 is the year. My mind is just quite simply spinning. I do want to remind you of one thing before I let you go today, and that is this. Your success, however you define it, your guitar success, however you define it, is directly related to your guitar routine. So please invest the time in developing your guitar routine and make sure to have fun every single day that you play in 2022. And remember those 5 mantras. I think they'll hold quite a bit of power as this year goes on, especially for you and your guitar journey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for being a guitar geek. Happy New Year to you again, and I'll see you next Tuesday on the Acoustic Tuesday show. Cheers, guitar geeks. Cheers, guitar geeks unite. Be nice and play guitar, and I'll see you later. Take care.